The impeachment debate continues ahead of the impending impeachment vote. A controversial plan to change enrollment standards at downtown elementary school to take effect. This is 17 News at Noon. Good afternoon, I'm Alex Fisher. You have been watching history unfold this morning as the House continues to debate impeachment of President Donald Trump. Right now, the House is preparing for this historic vote, and you're taking a live look at the debate happening on the House floor. Right now, we get more from NBC's Susan McGinnis.
The House will be in order.
History unfolds on Capitol Hill. The 45th U.S. president set to become only the third ever to be impeached. Ahead of an expected vote later today, lawmakers debate the two articles of impeachment, charging the president with abuse of power for trying to enlist a foreign power for his own political benefit and obstruction of Congress for blocking lawmakers from investigating his actions.
If we do not act now, we would be derelict in our duty. It is tragic that the president's reckless actions make impeachment necessary. He gave us no choice.
After 6 hours of debate in the House, virtually all Democrats are expected to vote to impeach. Republicans in lockstep supporting the president, accusing Democrats of having it in for him since day one.
They failed to make the case for this drastic action, and yet here we are. For the first time in history, a president is on the brink of being impeached with the votes of one single party.
The president acknowledging today's outcome is virtually assured, tweeting, "Can you believe I will be impeached today by the radical left?" Again asserting he did nothing wrong, asking for a prayer, and taking no responsibility for his circumstances.
No, I don't take any, zero.
After a Senate trial in January, he is unlikely to lose his office. But today, finding himself in rare company with only two other presidents in history to be impeached. Susan McGinnis, NBC News, Washington.
And earlier this morning, House Minority Leader and Bakersfield Congressman Kevin McCarthy responded to the debate and impeachment vote, saying President Trump did nothing wrong.
Did the president do anything wrong?
The president...
take away impeachment.
He did nothing to be impeached.
But did he do anything that bothers you?
That's not the question. There's people I work with every day. The speaker does something that bothers me. Members of my own Congress do something that bothers me. But you want to demean impeachment that low? Remember what you're asking when you're impeaching somebody. You are removing the duly elected individual of the United States of America simply because he made you upset, simply because you disagreed with something. This president campaigned on the idea that he would be different, that he would drain this swamp. So it upset somebody.
And again, you can watch this live on our KGET Facebook page. All right, let's turn things over to Kevin Charette, who's tracking some clouds and possibly some showers, or should I say more like drizzle moving on through.
Yeah, we haven't had it. Well, I don't think it's hit the ground. Radar picked up a little bit, but I think it's just Virgo. But we definitely have some clouds. I'm going to keep these clouds around for the better part of today before we see some clearing by late tonight. Show you the satellite and radar right now, and it definitely is picking up the cloud cover. And you can see out to the west. We talked about this morning, but I think this is a little bit of ground clutter and I think a little bit of Virgo, which is that precipitation that just doesn't hit the ground. We have kind of a dry air mass overhead. 57 degrees in Bakersfield at this time. A south-southwest wind at 7, a big difference from yesterday's strong winds. And as we take a look at the temperatures for today, we will be rising near 60 degrees, but then slipping back into those 40s right around midnight. For Tehachapi, you're at 43 right now, so grab a jacket if you're going to be heading out and about this afternoon because you are looking at a somewhat of a cool day. The winds are calm up in Tehachapi. That is a big difference from yesterday's winds, and visibility is looking good. As we take a look at the temperatures for the mountains today, it will be cool, mid-40s, and then slipping back into the lower 30s right around 10 o'clock. We'll talk more about the winds we saw yesterday and some rain that could be coming up for the end of the weekend and towards our holiday as well. We'll send that back over to you.
All right, Kev, thanks so much. The Bakersfield City School District has officially voted in favor of a controversial plan to change enrollment standards at Downtown Elementary School. Located in the heart of downtown Bakersfield, the school was designed to help parents employed in the area to participate more in their child's education. Up until yesterday, the school would only take in students of parents who worked downtown and enrolled them through a lottery system. Last night, the BCSD trustees unanimously passed a new provision to allow children living within a mile radius of the school to chance the enrollment at the downtown school. Those families will still have to apply, but will be given a highest priority status. Assistant Superintendent Mark Lukey is particularly proud of the committee's decision.
I'm ecstatic that we are past this. I believe that our parents wanted this to be resolved and wanted whatever it was to come to a conclusion. Our board is pleased with the policy. It keeps our campus, the legacy alive, while also offering our kids who live in closest proximity access.
The changes will take place during the 2020-2021 school year, but families living downtown will be able to apply for the lottery system come February. It is a new way to honor our local veterans. Plans are underway to build a World War II memorial here in Bakersfield. There was a small committee meeting last night to talk about possible locations for this memorial. Those include near the Amtrak station, Pioneer Village, or along the Kern River Parkway. As you may know, we're losing a lot of our World War II vets, and one organizer believes this memorial needs to be completed before they're all gone.
We have veterans memorials for Korean War veterans, we have Vietnam veterans, we have those that are killed in action by the train station. That same memorial houses a beautiful fountain, which is for all that served. Now we even have a Medal of Honor plaza right there in front. So I think it's time to have a World War II memorial.
That memorial is in the formative stages right now, and we'll keep you updated throughout this process. Well, the Community Action Partnership of Kern, also known as CAPK, has been selected to be the sole operator of the county's new emergency homeless shelter. County supervisors made that move yesterday. The county's new low-barrier homeless shelter will be located in the 2700 block of O Street. That's just north of Golden State Avenue. Supervisors will consider a final draft of the agreement on January 7th. CAPK has more than 50 years' experience as the official anti-poverty agency here in Kern County. The board also authorized funds to cover $740,000 needed for initial operating expenses and startup costs for that shelter. Funding to complete the last stretch of widening for Highway 46 has been restored. Bakersfield Assemblyman Vince Fong announced last night $10.3 million to finish the job on the highway, long known as Blood Alley. It's been put back in the California Transportation Commission's budget for next year. Fong credits the Kern Council of Governments and its San Luis Obispo counterpart with getting the funds for widening projects on Routes 46 and 99 restored to the state's interregional transportation program. Well, coming up, we'll get to your Health Watch after the break. All right, welcome back. You are taking a live look at the impeachment debate happening on the House floor right now. We want to remind you that we are streaming this live on our KGET Facebook page. Now, we should note again that this debate is happening ahead of the vote to impeach President Trump. And again, they are in the middle of this debate right now. Again, you can watch this on our Facebook page. Just search for KGET, and we'll take another look at this debate coming up later in this newscast. In your 17 Health Watch, holiday travel season is ramping up and millions of people are passing through airports across the nation. We told you about a measles scare at LAX yesterday, and now health officials are saying it's happened again at another airport that a lot of people from Bakersfield pass through. You're looking at Denver International Airport. That's where authorities are saying 3 unvaccinated children may have been exposed or may have exposed other people to measles. This all happened December 11th. A statement from the Tri-County Health Department says the children came back from a visit to a different country where there is an ongoing measles outbreak. Those children are being treated in the hospital, and it is not clear how many people were exposed, but anyone without their MMR vaccine is encouraged to get one. All right, let's turn things over to Kevin Charette, who is in the Pinpoint Weather Center tracking all your weather, and again, some clouds moving into the area.
Yeah, we've had these clouds this morning. We are expecting them to move out, but they're just moving out a little slow. I think we'll start to see the clearing by late tonight. I think these clouds will be with us for most of the day. Temperatures on the mild side. Radar picked up a little bit of moisture, but I don't think any of it hit the ground. And you can see here on our camera network, Wasco had the clouds in 56, Arvin in the mid-50s, Golden Hills 44 degrees, and we've got 40s out of Frazier Park with the cloud cover as well. Let's take a look at current conditions on the wind, and a big difference from what we were seeing yesterday when this was lit up. We were seeing wind gusts right around 50 miles per hour in some locations. Take a look at some of the wind gusts that I was able to find. Pine Mountain Club 55, Bear Valley 52, Tehachapi a 39 mile per hour wind gust. Keene saw 52 mile per hour wind gust with Walker Basin at 48. Lake is Isabella, 38-mile-per-hour wind gust, and Bakersfield did see a 51-mile-per-hour wind gust yesterday in the northeast part of town, 33. So the highest gust that I can find with yesterday's system was Lebec, and that was Desir Road up on the hilltop there, where they clocked a 75-mile-per-hour wind gust. So these were just some of the winds that we saw yesterday, and again, that has all come to an end. Right now, we've got 57 in Bakersfield, 56 in Delano, 53 out in Taft, and then 40s and 50s into the mountains, 43 in Tehachapi with Lake Isabella right now checking in with 50. And again, we tried to bring a little bit of moisture in here. This is a system that has been focused more to the north, but again, we're so dry, this didn't actually hit the ground. At least I didn't get any reports of it hitting the ground. For the most part, we've just been seeing the clouds out there. Take a look at I-5 and Fraser Mountain Road, and traffic is moving smoothly right now under cloudy skies up that way. So if you're traveling, no issues, but you can see the bulk of the rain right now is focused north, up near San Francisco. We kind of got the southern leg of this, and all we've been seeing is the cloud cover. Then you look off to the west, and that's where you see that clearing, and that will take place for us as we head in tonight. I want to show you Yosemite. Beautiful Half Dome. You can see the skies are starting to clear up that way. Still snow on Half Dome there, and more snow will be on the way for the weekend. So let's widen things out. So we get a little bit of ridging here starting tomorrow. That'll give us sunny skies, but then we are tracking this next system out of the north and west. It's getting a little more organized. It will arrive on Sunday. And the models are trying to come into agreement just how much rain we will pick up. And you can see on our European model, the bulk of this stays more to the north, but then we try to bring right around 3/10 of an inch into the Bakersfield area, Fresno at a half an inch, and then lesser amounts into San Francisco, and then areas in Los Angeles. The models are suggesting just under a half an inch. So let's take a look at the snow forecast as we get closer to the holiday. I'm not expecting any snow on our local passes, but if you're going to be spending the holidays up near Tahoe, they are expecting some snow even on Christmas Eve. Some areas of the higher elevations could be looking at 6 to 12 inches of snow. Further south you go, less amounts with 1 to 3 inches. So here's a look at the weather headlines. So we'll keep the winds at bay. Skies will clear overnight tonight for Kern County. The next storm arrives Sunday, lingering through Tuesday. Right now I'm thinking rain amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. And again, these are going to go back and forth and we'll be adjusting, but that's kind of what we're looking at right now. For the rest of your Wednesday here, a light wind out of the north 5 to 10. Temperatures will hover near 60. Overnight in the 30s and 40s under mostly cloudy skies, but again, that clearing overnight. And then for the mountains, look for a northwest wind, 10 to 15. We're looking at 48 in Frazier Park, 49 in Tehachapi, 50s for the Kern River Valley, Lake Isabella near 55, 53 in Kernville. And then for the desert, we'll look for mostly sunny skies throughout the afternoon. Still a little breezy, winds gusting around 35 and a high of 51 in Mojave. Here's your extended forecast, and tomorrow we should be sunny, 59, 60s back on the board Friday. We start winter on Saturday with a high of 67. That's not very winter-like. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we have a chance of those showers, and overnight still in the 40s. For the mountains, sunny skies Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we'll look for some clouds to push on in for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with those showers. But again, the snow level above pass level, so that's a good thing. It will be a little on the cool side Monday, Tuesday with those 40s. And then for the Kern River Valley, sunny through Friday after this kind of clears on out. And then some showers for you Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So looks like maybe a little wet weather heading into Christmas Eve.
They're talking about a disappointing first day of winter.
Yeah, almost near 70 degrees.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. So. Okay, Kevin, I think you're going to find the story very interesting because an Orange County man thought he had everything taken care of before traveling with his pet possum, Tara. But he says that wasn't the case. Stacey Butler has more.
I did my homework, and I was allowed to fly out there. At least she can do is let me return home with her.
Gerald Tottenham says 2 months after his father passed away in Austin, Texas, he wanted to spend time with his mom and cheer her up by bringing Zatara, the opossum he raised from just weeks old.
I called around, called the Department of Transportation. They said if it's okay with the airline, it's okay with us. Called the airline. They said, no, it's fine with us as long as she's an approved pet carrier.
He and his twin brother loaded up Zatara and headed to Long Beach Airport. After, he says he called the airport to double check he was clear to travel with Zatara. December 4th, he and the possum went through security with no problem. They flew JetBlue to Austin. His mom loved her. A few days later, he says, when they tried to fly back to Long Beach, he says an air marshal told him he wasn't sure if it was okay to have an opossum on board.
And then they said, well, how did you get here? I was like, just like this, I flew on the plane.
He says they told him he couldn't fly back, and in so many words,
well, it was our mistake for letting you on the plane in the first place, but it's your problem, deal with it.
Tottenham says a representative encouraged him to rent a car and drive back to Newport Beach. He was stranded.
It was just beyond frustrating.
After 4 days in Austin, Tottenham says he booked a ticket on United, paid a pet fee, and put Zatara in a carrier. This time, he wasn't asked what was in the approved carrier, and he walked on. Next time,
if you have an opossum, you might want to just drive.
Well, there's some advice for you if you have a pet possum. All right, well, still to come, don't give up on your hobbies. You never know how they could just pay off. And after the break, see how one girl is making a business out of this wad of fun.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back to your 17 Business Watch and checking stocks. The Dow is up 33 points. NASDAQ is up 22, and the S&P 500 is up 4. All right, let's check oil prices. West Texas Intermediate is at $60.93 a barrel, and Midway Sunset Oil is at $64.19 a barrel. What started out as a hobby turned into a business for one young Maryland girl. You might have heard of slime before, but think of this as slime with flair. As Megan Pringle explains, what seems like gunk to many adults can actually be a business.
For many kids, it's a wad of fun, that stretchy, squishy stuff called slime.
I love how you can stretch it and mold it a lot.
It's more than just child's play for 11-year-old Carrie Gregory. She sees it as an opportunity at her fingertips.
So my mom's an entrepreneur and she has her own business, and I just always wanted to follow in her footsteps and be like her.
She pitched her slime strategies to her mom. The reaction?
No, absolutely not.
Most parents can relate.
I've had slime in my carpet before. I've had slime on my ceiling before, and it's been difficult, but I always want to see her happy. So when she wanted to sell it, I finally gave into it.
She's glad she did. It didn't take long to see Carrie was on to something. Her idea of design your own slime has now landed her in a kiosk at Arundel Mills Mall.
You go ahead and fill out a paper about what you want, your base slime, additive, a scent, a color, and a charm for $1 extra, and we assemble it for you.
30 colors to choose from and a variety of scents. It only takes about 4 minutes.
But 11-year-olds are busy, and between staying on the honor roll and playing competitive soccer, Carrie has learned that the business of slime takes time.
It's fun, it's a lot of hard work, and it's a commitment.
One that will hopefully pay off, because Carrie can't help but look around and feel really good about what she's done.
I'm really proud of myself.
Pretty impressive girl. Well, still ahead, you never know what you'll find answering an ad on Craigslist, but this listing turned out to be pretty special. We'll show you how a man is trying to save a grandma's Christmas. It's coming up after the break. Welcome back. For many, the holidays mean spending time with family, and that's exactly what one Oklahoma woman wanted desperately this year. So much so, she put out a Craigslist ad asking if there was a family she can join just for Christmas Day. But she ended up canceling the plea after hateful responses on social media. As Corey Duke reports, a Tulsa man is trying to give that story a happy ending.
Carson Carlock scours the internet.
I, go through the free part of Craigslist pretty often, just looking for stuff because sometimes people give away stuff for free.
But the latest ad to flash across his screen, not something for sale.
I saw that post and I was like, that's really sad.
A post titled, "Anybody need a grandma for Christmas?"
She said, I cook and I'll cook dinner. I'll even bring gifts for the kids. I just don't want to be alone because it hurts.
The ad ends with, "Let me be a part of your family," a plea that tore at Carson's heart, reminding him of his own mother.
That really broke my heart reading that because my mom was alone her last Christmas.
It's a thought still haunting Carson today. His mother, Gail, diagnosed with stage 4 cancer last year.
She went to church a lot. She loved her grandkids.
Gail fell ill quickly, making her unable to travel from Oklahoma City to Tulsa for the holidays.
She was upset and she was alone, and there wasn't really anything I could do.
Conversation Carson won't soon forget. His mother died last year, and her memory, one he hopes to keep alive.
She would want me to be the kind of person that, to do this for other people.
A unique Craigslist ad, "Grandma for Christmas," the perfect opportunity to honor Carson's late mother and spread a little holiday cheer.
But before he could reach out, he saw the post marred with hate.
I guess a lot of people were sending her hateful messages, and I understand that everybody can be weary about it because there's a lot of bad things happening in the world right now.
The woman just wanting to be a part of a family, now feeling more alone than ever. She posted an update thanking everyone for the, quote, extra shot of pain. The post then deleted. Carson decided to act.
I don't want anyone else to feel that way.
He made his own Craigslist ad, asking the grandma needing a family to reach out so he could help her have a wonderful Christmas.
I posted it and it kind of went, viral.
2,000 shares overnight and counting. Thousands of people across the country coming to the grandma's defense, ready to welcome her into their home.
And I just want you to know that you aren't alone. If you find yourself wanting to have some or be a part of a family on Christmas, just reach out.
That was Corey Duke reporting, and hopefully she can find a home for Christmas. All right, when we come back here on 17 News at noon, our coverage continues on the historic impeachment hearing happening right now in Washington. We'll check back in coming up after this.
Gentleman's recognized for 1 minute.
Welcome back, taking you live to Capitol Hill, where lawmakers continue to debate a vote on impeachment of President Trump. Now, remember, President Trump could be impeached if the House votes yes. It is likely the president will be impeached by the end of the day because Democrats control a majority, but that does not mean he will be removed from office. The Senate will then hold a trial in January. If the Senate convicts the president, then he will be removed from office. But Republicans control the Senate, so it is unlikely that he will be removed. President Trump could become the third president to be impeached. He would become the first president to be impeached during a first term. And we are streaming this on our KGT Facebook page as the debate continues. Both sides will continue to debate ahead of today's vote. That could be coming up later this afternoon and into the evening. Now, there's still a chance that this vote could even happen tomorrow, depending on how the debate goes today. So again, you can stream or watch this on our KGT Facebook page, and we'll have a recap tonight on 17 News at 5. Thanks so much for joining us for the news at noon. See you back here later tonight.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app. In the spirit of the Golden Empire, 17 News.